Well, guys, well, guys, trying to do a thing. I don't know if this will work or not, if I can get financed. But I'm down here at Tatum Motor Company here in Anderson, Missouri, doing the paperwork to get this right here. This is a 5145. I think that's a 50 horse. I think that's what he told me. And it's a shuttle trans instead of a power shuttle or a straight manual. I don't know exactly what that means, other than you got to push the clutch in, stop, and then shift it forward, from forward to reverse or whatnot. It's got the industrial tires. It's four-wheel drive. It's about a 2,900 pound lift capacity on the front end. Trying to get financed with the bucket, pallet forks, and a 8-foot box blade. Got both category 1 and 2, I think is what he called it, for the hitch back here. It's got hydraulic hookups and everything. It's got the plug for the, like a trailer, PTO and all that good stuff, of course. Rear work light on it, rollover protection, lights, and all that good stuff. It does not have ballast inside the tires. That's about, I think he said, about $500 to get that done. And look, it's even got a cup holder, y'all. There she is. Kind of like this right here. It's got the kind of walk through on it. That's pretty cool. Like that it has a guard right there by those hydraulics and everything. That's all right. Well, we'll know here hopefully pretty soon. He's done all the paperwork and everything. Just trying to run that through to see if I qualify to get it. Here's another one right here. This is a 5155. It's got the ag tires on it, and I didn't really want the ag tires. I want the industrial. These right here will rut up the yard a lot more working with the sawmill. There's a couple others out here we were looking at. They even have Branson tractors out here, which is a little cheaper, but I wanted a Mahindra. So that's what I'm trying to get right now, is this beauty right here in the back. Can't really step over, walk through there. I could probably go underneath there and show you the other side, but yeah, I believe this is a 50 horse is what he was telling me. Doesn't have the def and all that stuff on it, but yep, I don't know, we'll see. Be back here in a minute. Well, good morning, guys. Got me some coffee going here. MT Homestead. Well, shoot, look at that. I got their shirt on too. I like this shirt, MT Homestead, Mike and Terry. It's nice and heavyweight. I really like it for the wintertime. So, anyways, yeah. It's the next day. I didn't finish out that video. We sat around there and waited. We tried all kinds of options, right? Trying to get financed to get a tractor. And I don't know. Maybe that's God's way of saying that that's not the route he wants me to take. I don't know. He's probably got something else planned for me that, you know, I don't know. I never know what God's got planned for me, and I tend to just kind of go with the flow. I really, really wanted to get a tractor yesterday. Can I afford it? Yeah, I could. It was going to be about $550 a month is what he figured up. That was with that tractor. I think that was a 50 horse tractor. Might have been a 45. I'm not real sure. I think that was a 5145, so I'm thinking that's a 45 horse. I'm not real sure on that. I think the last numbers is like the horsepower. But anyways, that was going to be with that tractor, an 8-foot box blade, pallet forks, and a bucket. Nothing real special. It was basically, it's going to be about $34,000 financed. Them tractors ain't cheap, but I was willing to do something like that. I mean, because I could, if I get a tractor like that, I can use that a lot around here. I could, get me a trailer too, or probably build a trailer. That'll give me some content here on the channel. I'd probably just build a trailer, because I can probably build a trailer better than most of the ones I could probably buy. So I would end up getting a welder and some metal. I'd go pick up sticks of steel and build me a trailer to haul the whole outfit, which I would probably build a gooseneck trailer. That way it'd be a little easier to haul with, say, like a half-ton or three-quarter ton. Half-ton, you just put a gooseneck ball in the bed, and it would handle the weight better. I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about building a gooseneck one of these days. Something like a 24-foot or something like that. Pretty good sized trailer, but I need to get a bigger truck. But anyways, just I was thinking, I've had 3 people call me. Do I know they're legit? No, not really, but it's starting to seem like a lot of people are wanting to get back to work. So it's like, am I in that position now? It would be a struggle for sure to hire somebody right now for me. But I could probably, from time to time, I could probably put somebody to work on the weekends or something, and have them cleaning up around here, just for me to come home and weed eat and stuff. Like yesterday, after trying to get that tractor, came home and got the weed eater out and started weed eating, and next thing you know, it's like, getting dark, the sun's going down. I was like, man, there just ain't enough time in a day. And if I could pay someone, like a good amount, I don't know what I could pay, but it kind of depends on their experience level or whatever, like what they can do and how good they are, and if they tear up stuff or whatever. I've worked with some guys like that before that just tear up crap. But yeah, so far, no luck on getting that tractor. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have enough credit is the problem. And even with my wife's credit, like, she's already kind of co-signed out. Like, well, I think she's the first borrower on my son's pickup, honestly. And so her co-signing for me just did nothing. So it didn't work. I didn't get it. Basically they said, well, you just got that bike, and that's probably mess with it. So you need to like get some more credit built up, because all I have is the house and the bike. That's all I have. And I literally like just got the bike, so I don't know. And he asked me what my monthly income was, and I told him, and they're like, you dang sure probably make enough, you know. Yeah, I know I do. I could easily, you know, I could pay 600 a month. You know, I wanted to keep it under 600, and you know that cuts into me paying the bike off faster, but that would put me into having a tractor here on the property. Uh, you know, it's worth it if I can get a business started up that would actually start, you know, turning a profit. The tractor would mostly be just not for me to hire someone. It'd be for me to have my wife start doing stuff around here, selling lumber and stuff like that, because she just can't seem to find a job that pays worth a freaking darn. She has a job coming up, like she's going through all the fingerprinting and background checks and everything for it, and it's, I guess, going to pay pretty good, but you know, per hour, but it's not going to be very many hours, so she's got to have a second job. I was like, well, and she was trying to get a second job out of daycare, and I was like, they're not going to pay very good. Hang on, this water's, I'm going to make me some more coffee. Sorry, but it is what it is. So it was a little chilly in here this morning. I had to throw some more wood in here. There's our fire. Boy, it burned down quick this morning. I threw a couple boards in there, and it heats up water nice and quick, I'll tell you what. So I'm gonna make some more coffee. I didn't have quite enough water in the pot the first time I heated it up this morning. It was kind of chilly in here this morning when I woke up. This second batch of coffee is going to be a little bitter because it's, the grounds have been sitting there soaking all this time. The longer it sits there and soaks, the more the acid leaches out of the coffee grounds. But anyways, I need to do my dishes, don't I? I browned up some hamburger meat, and this is the salad stuff I've been eating. It's spring mix. This right here, it's a bit old. I need to throw it out. That's why it's not in the fridge. Had some of that yesterday, and it kind of messed with my stomach a little bit. What was I talking about? So yeah, we didn't get a loan on the tractor, and what started that was I got home yesterday, and my wife was here, and I was like, what are you doing today? And she goes, well, trying to clean the house, and then I got to go do an Amazon load. And I'm like, oh yeah, what's that Amazon load paying? She's like, oh, it's $100. I'm like, like, you want to go do that, or do you want to, you know, go with me to go have breakfast? You know, like, do you want to clean house, or you want to go have breakfast with me? And she's like, well, I can go have breakfast with you, and we'll come back and clean house or whatever. Okay. So we go to breakfast, and I picked up a big nickel, and Tatum Motor Company, they've got these Branson tractors, they've got Mahindra tractors, and I seen one in here is like a 40 horse. Yeah, I think it's this one here. No, that's the 2660 four-wheel drive 60 horse, 486.56 a month for 84 month with approved credit, 3.99%. It's like, that's not bad on the rate, but that's zero down. And it's like, 3,100 lift capacity. And I went down there, we started talking tractors, you know, telling them what I need a tractor for, you know, the main purpose of getting one. I was like, I'd like to have one with a backhoe on the back. And he's like, well, it's gonna add another, I think, like $10,000 or $12,000 on it. I'm like, okay, I mean, it's kind of worth it, but you know, I'd probably rather have the cash money to get that option instead of financing that. It's like, right now I really just need a freaking tractor that can, you know, have a pallet forks on the front and do all the heavy lifting around here, moving stacks of wood, loading wood, unloading logs off of people's trucks and trailers and stuff. And I was like, I'm kind of looking at a 60 horse, you know. And really nice guy, really nice, great salesman and everything. He wasn't trying to sell me something I didn't need or whatever. And he's like, so you're going to be using it for a sawmill, you know, like putting logs on the mill. And of course, they sell tractors to guys with sawmills and stuff. And he's like, so you're going to probably be doing quite a bit of pushing and pulling and whatnot, right? I'm like, yeah, of course, you know, a little bit of logging and stuff like that probably. And a lot of picking up and moving heavy stuff, and, you know, equipment for material handling, right? And he's like, yeah, you probably don't really want hydrostat. You probably want like a straight standard. And so that's kind of what we were looking at. And then he had this other one as a shuttle shift, and well, he also had one that was a power shuttle. Whatever that is, I don't know. It kind of does the clutching kind of thing for you, I think. I don't know. But I was like, that sounds complicated. You know, like the shuttle shift, yeah, that might be all right. That's kind of standardized, you know, that's been around for a lot of years. And so it probably got the bugs worked out of it, I hope. And I was like, I could probably do that. And we're kind of talking price on tractors and everything. We settled on that one. We're like, yeah, this is probably, you know, the tractor for me. I think it was a 5145 or 5150, whatever that thing was I showed earlier in the video. I was like, I like it, you know, because it had, you know, a little more clearance walk through when you got up there to the seat and everything, instead of having to step over transmission, which, you know, that's not a big deal. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, let's try to get it, you know. Set me up with the pallet forks and a box blade and the bucket, and you know, think we'll have a deal. You know, tell me what the price would probably be. And we were instead of doing 84 months or whatever, it was trying 72, and I don't know, they still didn't go for it. And he's like, yeah, you just probably don't have enough credit. And so I guess what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to give me a credit card. I don't want to, but I might. I don't know. Crazy thing is, I've had other people trying to steal my identity here lately, and I get notifications, you know, from Equifax and Credit Karma stuff like, hey, you know, somebody's trying to access your credit or whatever. I'm like, it's not me. And so they block them. It's like people trying to get credit cards in my name, all kinds of crap. And I get notifications on my phone. It's like, you know, someone trying to steal your identity. I'm like, yeah, figured as much. It's kind of crap like that, I guess, can happen when you put your life out there on YouTube. And the thing is, I don't have any credit cards, so I haven't had one since I was 18. So, and thing is, it's gonna be hard for them to get a credit card in my name. It's like, I used to have this saying, it's like, my credit's so bad, good luck freaking stealing my identity. It's like, you're welcome to the bills. But my bills, I guess, really ain't that bad. I got a house that I got to pay for. It's about it. You know, well, and the motorcycle. So, but yeah, just getting ready to go to work. It's 4:29 in the morning. I've been up since like 2 a.m. again. I don't know what it is. It's here lately. I get up. I wake up like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep. It's like I'm awake, ready to go, ready to start the day, and I'm like, if I could do this like a little bit later, to where I get up, you know, I don't know. Am I getting old? Is that what it is? Am I getting old? Because like old people, you know, I always thought like old people always got up early. And here I am getting up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, I thought 4 o'clock in the morning was early for old people. I don't know. But I think it's pretty chilly out there this morning. I don't know if I'm going to do a live today. You know, some days you kind of feel like a failure. And you just want to like sulk in it, you know. It's like, oh man, I didn't get a tractor. I'll probably have people worrying about me. They'll be like, it's going to be okay, Dave. You'll get one eventually. Yeah, I'll get one. Like my son, a friend of his, they got that tractor that I showed y'all. It's a Belarus. It needs work, a lot of work. The interior's trashed. It needs a starter, and like probably wiring and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's 48 degrees this morning here in Goodman. So that's going to be kind of a chilly ride. I'll have to probably turn my gloves on, my heated gloves this morning. I'll probably have to put my my jacket on. My heated jacket still hasn't showed up. I don't know why that hasn't showed up. Waiting for that to come in. And I still haven't gotten my saddlebags. Of course, that's not going to be here for a while, I guess. And they'll probably call me to have me come pick it up whenever that comes in, because it's going to be a pretty big package. And the mail lady's not going to probably want to haul that out here. So I'll probably have to go pick that one up. Unless it comes through FedEx. I think it's supposed to be coming through the USPS, but I won't probably know until it clears customs. Hasn't done that yet. So usually when I order stuff like that, I get an email when it clears customs, so I know that it's in country at that point. But yeah, just early morning, getting up too daggum early, drinking coffee. That's why I'm doing this video, because I figured I probably won't do a live today, you know? I don't know. Not that I'm like really sulking or anything. It's just, I honestly feel like I need to really dial back on doing the lives, you know? Yeah, I don't really need to be doing a bunch of lives. I need to start really focusing on my channel, and I need to probably like buckle down and start doing crap the right way. I need to get that fuel pump changed on the bus. I need to get this thing legal. Lots of stuff I need to do. I don't know how soon I can get this done, but you know, I don't know. I was, you know, sometimes I read into things people say, you know, and it's like, I wonder if they're talking to me or kind of giving me a hint, you know. I don't know, maybe not, but it'd be cool if they were. You know, like the Crockers. Jason put a video out. He's like, would you want to work at Shoot Dang Ranch or whatever? And it's like, well, yeah. If it was like a job, you know, paid, you know, so I could pay my bills, if I can make, you know, $900 to $1,000 a week, not like an hourly, but like this is what you make every week, because that's kind of what I'm doing, driving right now. I make $1,000 a week, a little over sometimes. It depends on the mileage, but I never really make less than $1,000 in a week, because it's like a dedicated deal, I run that same route. As long as I do that, you know, I get that much money. I mean, it is by the mile, but I mean, that's what it comes out to. So, I mean, if I could make that, if it could replace that and I can still pay my bills here, yeah, I would totally love to. I mean, I don't know. I kind of doubt that would ever happen, but, you know, we can dream, right? I think it'd be cool. It'd be a huge freaking learning experience for me to kind of have that firsthand learning, kind of like, you know, just learning on the job, like I have done every job I've ever done. But like, I don't know, I really kind of felt like he was talking about me. He's like, I think he said something like, had a person in mind, and, you know, they would like had all these skills, and, you know, like building, welding, painting, taking care of animals or whatever. It's like, yeah, I can do all that. I used to be a professional painter. I never been a professional builder necessarily. I could build things. I don't know necessarily the right way to build things, but I think Jason knows like pretty well how to build stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily be building stuff without him. I don't know. It kind of, sitting here talking about this, like it kind of feels like kind of, is it conceited? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like, or what is it? Or vain? Is that what it is? Because that song, "You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you?" I don't know. Was that video about me? It could be about anybody else. I hope that it would be about me. I hope that, you know, like Jason would call me up one day and be like, "Hey, want a job?" Be like, "How much you gonna pay me? Because if it'll replace what I'm making right now, that's all I need. So I can keep making my house payment." I am a little behind right now. Yeah, get behind on your house payment. Go try and get a tractor. That probably didn't help any either. I don't know if they reported already on that, but yeah, I'm a little behind. But I can get that caught up here in like a month or so. I'll be completely caught up again. I let it get behind, and yeah. Sometimes we make stupid decisions, and yeah, I have to adult for a little bit and pay all them bills, get everything caught back up, get back in a good position. Well, I mean, like, I watched one of the Crockers videos where he's like, you know, sometimes you gotta make sure you're in a position, because sometimes some of the greatest things that happen in your life, that change your life, you know, will happen unexpectedly, and you need to be prepared for that. And it's like, I know he knows that I'm thinking it's about me, you know. So I don't know, maybe he could be directing that towards me. Like, hey, get your stuff in order. I don't know. So anyways, it's a pretty good idea for me to do that anyways, whether he's talking to me or not on that. But yeah, I couldn't think of a better job, you know, because I don't mind truck driving. It pays good. It's a fairly easy job. It's like a freaking vacation. But it definitely doesn't challenge me, and it doesn't really provide me with much hope for the future. It's just the same old, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't get the tractor. Maybe God said, "No, there's something else in store for you. Hold off." I don't know. I still would have liked to got the tractor, because, I mean, regardless of, you know, if I was to go work for them, I mean, I still have the house here to pay for until I sell it or something like that, and my wife can live here, and she's telling me that once her job kind of, she gets settled in and takes off with it, then she'd be able to start making the house payments. And like, nah, that ain't happening. I'm making the house payments because it's my house. So I would just continue making the house payments. Eventually, one day, 30 years from now, I would own it outright, and something I can pass down to my kids or whatever, or do whatever I want with. Or I can sell it at some point if I want. It's an investment, basically. But I got the bus here, and it's like, well, if I was, if they were, to call me up, hire me, have me come out, I have to get the bus cleaned up on the inside. I think it's pretty well, like, ready to go, other than, I'd have to fill up the radiator, put some fuel in it, change the fuel pump, make sure all the tires are aired up, and get tags on it. So drive it out there, park it, and pretty much would just need a water hookup, really. I kind of plan on, putting a little hose spigot thing on the outside where I could hook it up, to a permanent hose or something. That would be awesome. But I also have a 210 gallon tank that I can, clean out, bleach out, and use that, to, like, let's say, go over to the well, fill that up with 210 gallons or whatever, and bring it over, and then fill up the bus, just transfer it into the bus, which, that could be a little bit of a chore, but it's not bad. I mean, that's kind of what I do right now. I don't transfer water with a pickup. I fill it, with a water hose. I have a hose out here. I just put it in there. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting here BSing. Having our morning coffee chat without y'all ahead of time, I guess. Because I don't know. I think I just want to take today and just kind of drive and clear my mind and think about stuff. I wish I could have got that tractor today, but we got like Capital One sending me stuff to get it says you're pre-qualified for this offer, 0 annual fee, blah blah blah. Yeah. I get one of those like freaking every other day. So is that the universe talking to me like, you have to get a credit card? It would be nice to have one for those emergencies, whatever, but like, that's not how people end up using it. Like, they're like, oh yeah, I got a credit card, and all of a sudden, like, the littlest, stupidest crap that's not an emergency becomes an emergency. It's like, oh, it's a freaking life crisis thing, and I need to use my credit card. And then next thing you know, you have a monthly bill on your credit card, and you're wasting money, paying interest and crap. I hate to get a credit card, but a little too much there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get a credit card, build my credit up? I mean, it's what my son did. It's how he got that car. He, 30 something, 31, 32,000, something like that for that car. And it ain't making him no money. That's crazy. But 34,000 for a tractor, that could make me money. I could probably put it to work. If it's not working here, I could put it to work, but I don't know. I could get that in hopes that my son, my youngest son, maybe even my oldest son, would start realizing, that they could use that sawmill out there and make a business with it. There's a lot of slabs and stuff here. yesterday I was talking to my wife about, making some little park benches, like 2-person like park benches to sell, probably in the range of about $200 or so, which is pretty cheap, considering, if you was to go like here locally to Orchland Farm and Home and get a little bench or something, you're looking at like $400, $350, $400. So yeah, things are expensive now, and I think that kind of presents an opportunity for business. We could probably make money buying logs and milling and turning it into some rustic furniture or whatnot. And it could be a little side hustle, for my wife and my kids. They could, help build a business. I don't know if they would actually do that or not, but, it would also be an investment, me investing in a tractor, into that business. And I kind of, I don't know, I don't absolutely need it this year. I actually, financially speaking, like tax-wise, I should probably wait till next year to get that, because this year I've already got a lot of write-off stuff. I still have the sawmill and log arch trailer and a lot of stuff. Like, you only write off so much stuff each year, and there's stuff that I didn't claim last year or the year before that still has to be claimed. So yeah, I have to ask my tax guy, like, if you didn't, like 2 years ago, can you still, I think you can. I don't know. I have to ask my tax guy on that. Sometimes I learn things a hard way. In trucking, it was kind of the same thing every year. Your boots, your clothes, safety glasses, or safety wear, all that kind of stuff. That was all write-off stuff. But like this YouTube thing, building the bus, all this stuff, yeah, I don't know. Like, if you live in it, like, I guess you only get to write off a portion of it or whatever. So technically the bus is really it's 100% write-off, I would think, for YouTube. And then when I start traveling, that's for YouTube and stuff. So it's also for retirement also, I guess. So I don't know. But I just feel like God's been guiding me doing this stuff, and I don't really see what his plan is. And I just been doing what I feel like I need to do, build the bus, something for me to live in. It kind of started off with, I was afraid I was going to lose my house. And I used a stimulus check to pay off the minivan. And then I traded that for a Mustang. I fixed the Mustang, and then I sold the Mustang, and I used the money from that to buy the bus. And then I've just been building the bus out ever since. I know a lot of people are like, well, when are you going to get the bus done? I don't have a set schedule. I mean, I live in it right now, and I'm just kind of filling it out and, like, figuring it out. Like, okay, let's do this and with this, and let's put some storage here and there and all this and that. And I'm taking it slow so I can do a great job, do what is going to make me happy, instead of just like, hurry up and get it done just so I can live in it. It's like, well, I'm living in it now. Of course, I guess still technically living at the house too. Got stuff in the deep freeze and the fridge in there and everything. So I don't know. I don't stay in the house. I've been going in there helping my wife clean and stuff. Every now and then, whenever, I paid her to take yesterday off and, go get the tractor. Well, was trying to get the tractor. And she tried to co-sign for me, and it didn't go through, so it is what it is. What can we do? But anyways, I don't even know how long this video is getting to be now. So I guess I probably need to get off here. I don't know if I'm going to do a live today or not. I think I'm just going to upload this video and put this video out at some point. So hopefully this video will actually do pretty good. And hopefully I kept you guys in here this long and not been, you know, too big of a bore. I don't know how Jason Crocker does it, but he always like would leave people with words of wisdom or whatever, and I just I don't think I can come up with anything. My mind goes blank when it comes up to the end of the video. I don't know. Do you guys ever, I guess I could end it with a question. Do you guys ever feel like, you know, something in the universe or God or something is kind of, it sways you, it kind of guides you, shapes your life, you know? Let's say it be like you don't qualify for a loan on something that you thought you probably would. Have things like that happen in your life? And I get it all the time. Just certain things happen. They happen for a reason. They just, I don't know. You have that happen? If you do, comment down below. Tell me your story. And hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to try to. It's going to be kind of chilly heading to work this morning. So I'm getting my coffee in me. It's probably about 5 o'clock or so already. I don't know how long I've been recording, but it is 68 degrees inside the bus right now and about 55% humidity in here. I had a pan of water on that stove all night. I'm gonna have to get that thing closed up so I don't have to worry about sparks or anything coming out of it and burning my bus down while I'm going. That's kind of the sucky thing about it. It's like you have to get up in the mornings and leave, and you have a fire going. I didn't want to turn on the little electric heater. I was like, that little wood stove, it can warm it up pretty quick in here. I just needed to stoke the fire a little bit, throw a few boards in there, and I'm out of firewood now. So when I get home tomorrow, I guess I better get the chainsaw out. I was going to do that yesterday, but I need to get the chainsaw out and get up over there on that pile of wood and start cutting. And I need to get this right here underneath the wood burning stove, and you get the stuff out from underneath there, and probably get a board in there or something, get that kind of finished out so I can start stacking firewood in there, because it's getting to where I'm needing the firewood quite a bit now. I went through a nice little bundle already in the last few days. So anyways, remember, comment down below, tell me about those little things that's happened in your life, you know, where God has worked his wonders or whatnot. I want to hear your story. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.